Well, police in Columbus, Ohio have released body cam video showing an officer fatally shooting an unarmed black man in his bed. Police say officers thought the victim had something in his hands. It turned out to be a vape pen. CNN's Omar Jimenez has this report, which contains disturbing video.
It started with an early morning knock at the door, and Columbus police officers preparing to serve a felony warrant for domestic violence, assault, and improper handling of a firearm.
Columbus Police, we're not leaving. We know you're inside.
It should be noted that they spent 8 to 10 minutes knocking on the door.
A man eventually opened the door. He and another person inside were detained, but a third, who ended up being the target of the warrant, was believed to be behind this door.
We're gonna send that dog in.
Sorry, 3D 9190.
Hands.
Come in.
Hands. Oh. He got some in his hand. Some in his hand.
The something in his hands didn't turn out to be a weapon, police say, but a vape pen was found next to him on the bed. 20-year-old Donovan Lewis was later pronounced dead. He was shot by Officer Ricky Anderson, a 30-year veteran with the department who's been placed on leave pending an ongoing state investigation. In less than a week, this was the third police-involved shooting in Columbus, this being the only fatal one, but also the latest in a number of controversial shootings in recent years, going back to December 2020. Casey Goodson Jr. was shot and killed by a deputy looking for violent offenders at the time, but not him. That deputy was indicted on 2 counts of murder and 1 count of reckless homicide. Later that month, an officer shot and killed Andre Hill as police responded to a report of a man sitting in his SUV. That officer fired and charged with murder. And in April last year, 16-year-old Micaiah Bryant was shot and killed when video showed her lunging at another woman with a knife. The officer wasn't indicted.
The last few years have been challenging for a variety of reasons, not the least of which is balancing the need for public safety with the need for police reform.
It's part of why the U.S. Department of Justice launched an ongoing review into the police department. But for Donovan Lewis's family, it doesn't change him being gone.
How many more lives are going to be lost to this type of reckless activity? There was no justification, let me be clear, no justification for Officer Anderson to shoot an unarmed man trying to get out of bed as police officers were instructing him to do.